But you delivered the first box, the first chips, to Elon Musk, who was one of the founders of OpenAI, only a couple of years ago. What happened?
Well, I delivered to him the first AI supercomputer the world ever made. It took us 5 years to make it. It's called a DGX. It's everywhere in the world today. People think that we build GPUs, but this GPU is 70 pounds, 35,000 parts. Out of the 35,000, 8 of those chips come from TSMC. It is so heavy you need robots to build it. It's like an electric car. It consumes 10,000 amps. We sell it for $250,000. It's a supercomputer, so it takes another supercomputer to test it. This is a computer first of its kind.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we could have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Bassick. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told his members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will. During that auction that we saw a little bit before, the attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets. Now,
it was not just a poor auction; it was absolutely lousy. And you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a Treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. Now, guys, I told you in 2023 in the first quarter, we would get an event, and now we have the banking collapse, which the master magicians pulled off the perfect distraction. And at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, guys, we're going to have another main event. Now, of course, the markets will still pump and dump until we get that next crisis. Guys, we know they're going to pull that rug. And all we have to do is watch the Fed to know exactly when that's about to happen. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now we have Bitcoin and crypto pulling back slightly. We have the stock market flat. And we had the pump yesterday liquidate over $29 million in shorts. And we have Arthur Hayes says that crypto could benefit from the inflow of Chinese money. And he's definitely correct. You're talking about over 1 billion people. And then you add in India. And that's the reason why digital currencies are going to help spearhead the emerging markets for the 4th Industrial Revolution. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are down. We have the dollar down, which we should see stocks pumping. But, guys, we know this is all manipulated. Stocks and crypto should be pumping right now. And then, of course, we have volume and crypto slightly up. We have Tether, USDC, and TUSD. Now, we have the Deputy Secretary of the Treasury says stablecoins such as Tether may be in the U.S. sight. And guys, we know that movie is right around the corner. And we have Terra's USTC gains over 300%. If you're part of my crypto Patreon, you understand. And then we have the Fed. Repo at $873 billion. As we see, it's slightly going up. And again, guys, we clearly see the manipulation when it comes to the long end of the yields. But again, if yield rates are low, dollar is low, we know these tech stocks are going to benefit, and right along with tech stocks, crypto is going to benefit. Now, we have 4 big banks testing China's digital yuan. Of course, HSBC, Fubon Bank, Standard Chartered, Hong Seng Bank. And all you have to do is sit down and look at the Belt and Road. Look at all the countries that are involved. The digital yuan is going to be a new world reserve currency, and it's going to be backed by that digital yuan. Now, we have an ECB official says crypto firms that act like banks should be regulated like them. And I agree 100% because we know exchanges are nothing but banks. Now, we have the EU lawmakers discuss a digital euro. going over holding limits, impact on the banking system, and privacy for the EU central bank digital currency. And stablecoins and CBDCs are illegal in the EU and in the United States. Of course, the EU is already trying to write it in to be legal, and we can see the process in the United States is underway. Remember, the NWO plays the Hegelian dialectic. They're going to give you the evil side, the good side, and then they're going to create a problem. They cause a problem, wait for the reaction, and run in with the solution, and you're going to want the solution they already had ready 20 years ago. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And that's programmable money, telling you what, where, and when and how to buy, and you have 3 to 6 months to spend it, or poof, it's gone. Now, guys, do not forget about Grayscale, sent about $30.3 billion. And we have the SEC ask for public feedback on Franklin Templeton and Hashdex proposed spot Bitcoin ETF. And we see the mainstream media saying that we're definitely going to get a spot Bitcoin ETF in January. Of course, if that doesn't happen, Bitcoin and cryptos would tank short term, and then the mainstream media would come back and start pumping it again, because we know the Bitcoin halving is near. So remember, guys, we don't have to worry about guessing. Follow the Fed, and then when you're looking at the SEC, you sit back, get your popcorn, and let it play out. Now we have the CF Benchmark launches staking index series for institutional clients. And you heard that correct. Guys, staking is going to be so important now and in the fourth industrial revolution. You just want to be able to stake and have custody. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And speaking of custody, we have Santander selects crypto custody firm Taurus for safeguarding. Also, we have Paxos expands to Abu Dhabi with 2 new in-principle approvals. And we see the Middle East getting ready for this digital transformation. Now we have Say Blockchain to add Ethereum virtual machine support and V2 upgrade. Also, we have crypto custody firm Copper launches institutional trading for tokenized securities. And we're seeing that word a lot, institutional. We're starting to see the big corporations and big banks coming from behind the curtain to take over crypto. But guys, we know big banks and big corporations funded crypto from the beginning. Now we have Fireblocks launches trading system to mitigate centralized exchange risk, allowing institutional trading without relinquishing custody. And we know this needs to be for retail also. Now we have IOTA launches $100 million Abu Dhabi Foundation for the Middle East expansion. And guys, we know why. And we have Animoca becomes the largest validator for Telegram's Ton blockchain. Also, we have crypto mixer Sinbad sanctioned by the U.S. Treasury for North Korea allegations. Again, guys, getting rid of privacy. And we always know the countries they're going to blame. They say that Sinbad was used to launder stolen crypto assets. But we know the banks are the biggest what? I'll let you finish that. And we have Amazon launches Q, a ChatGPT competitor, and is built for business. Remember, guys, data is the new property, the new gold. Data means they're going to know you better than you know yourself. And like you've all stated, they already control the masses through language. Language is an encoding. Now they've encoded these machines, and you're talking about supercomputers. In my second video, I'm going to touch a little bit on that because we had the NVIDIA CEO speaking about supercomputers. But guys, when you add in that, you're not going to be able to tell what's real and not real. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then lastly, guys, we have Coinbase tells some customers it received a subpoena related to ByBit. And guys, we know the NWO only wants their exchanges standing once the fourth industrial revolution is underway. Because we know exchanges are banks, and banks are the biggest what? I'll let you finish that. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, It's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York. From COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.